To spark a new golden age, 1970. In this essay, Kurosawa casts a look back at the circumstances of shooting Seven Samurai on the occasion of its broadcast on television as part of a Kurosawa retrospective. At the same time, he turns a cinephile's eye to films from New American cinema and the French Nouvelle Vague that transformed the creative world of filmmaking. And he worries about how to create a cinephile culture in Japan while looking for new models for film financing. The Akira Kurosawa series that's now running on television brought up all kinds of emotions for me. Most of all, I recognize how time has passed. My greatest hope for the series is that young people will be able to see my works, to see films they hardly have a chance to watch, like No Regrets for Our Youth and One Wonderful Sunday. No Regrets for Our Youth is from 1946, and, you understand, people born that year would now be 23. In the Pouring Rain. I'm going to bet that Seven Samurai had the most viewers in the series this time around, too. In the 1950s, it didn't take a special effort to assemble the people and the materials for a film like that. But think about actors today. I bet they couldn't keep up with the kind of hard physical working conditions we worked under. We shot the very last scene, where the bandits attack the village, in about a week, in the pouring rain, in the dead of winter. I think I was soaking wet from morning to night. At that time, there were rice fields in front of the Toho studio in Kinuta, where there's an apartment complex now. A huge snowstorm had just dumped a lot of snow, and it was incredibly muddy. We were ready to shoot a particular scene, but the fields had gotten all wet, and on top of that it was cold. You would never know by looking at it on the screen, but it was sleeting off and on. In the middle of all of that, Mifune-chan was for all intents and purposes pretty much naked. When the actors had breaks, they would jump into the bath to warm themselves up. I remember wearing a raincoat and being all wet. It was a miracle I didn't catch my death of cold. The mud in that particular area of Kinuta is a real challenge. Once you put on rubber boots that come all the way up to your belly and wade in the mud up to your thighs, you can't even move. In a battle scene, I'd be standing there as the horses raced up to me. I'd have to gauge their speed and then quickly yell, "Cut!" and get out before they flattened me.